Alright, talking teams from North London, Arsenal review, Spurs preview. Alright, so 1-0 win against Arsenal in the FA Cup. Good win overall, result is good. We're into the next round of the FA Cup. Arsenal are out, one of the bigger teams. So that's Chelsea. We beat, hold on. Was it Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal we've got in the FA Cup so far? That's right, yeah. And Chelsea in the Carabao as well. Or was Liverpool in the Carabao? I don't know. But those three teams are out anyway. Big teams after just, I think it's like Spurs, United, and both the Uniteds, yeah. I suppose Brighton as well, Southampton. Tricky since they knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. But yeah, into the next round of the FA Cup. It's what we like to see. I want to win the FA Cup. Now we're out of the Carabao. We've not won the FA Cup too many times either in the Mansour era overall. Pep's only won it once at City. I think maybe we've only won it twice, yeah, in our first trophy with Mancini, and then with Pep in the 18-19 season when we did all four domestic quad. Yeah, that's good. 1-0 win. Let's talk about that. As I said, the result is good. It's a 1-0 win. We're into the next round. It's a win over Arsenal as well, but I ain't getting too hyped up about it. It was a second string Arsenal. Well, not fully second string, but Arsenal had a lot of rotation. You could say we did as well, but well, maybe some of our main players weren't in the team, but they're not in the team at all. So it's not like they're going to be coming back into the team for the Arsenal League game. Rico Lewis might play that game. Like, that team we put out is the team that we've been playing recently. So that is our 11 for the moment. Unless he does finally, he's going to have to replace Stones now with either Laporte or Diaz. But is he going to bring back in Walker? Is he going to bring back in Bernardo? We'll talk about that later on. Maybe, who knows. First point is that it's a second string Arsenal 11. I'm not getting too gassed up about it. Arsenal, were they taking it seriously enough? They did bring on their bigger guns in the second half, which kind of shows that they might have been going for it. But they did have a lot of the ball in that second half as well. So yeah, who knows? It'll obviously be their first string 11 when we play them in the league. That'll be a lot more interesting, that game. That'll really tell who's up for the title. But even though it was a second string 11, the psychological blow maybe of losing to City might just play on their minds a little bit. Well, it's better for City to win than to lose, I guess, and it's obviously worse for Arsenal to lose than to win. But yeah, maybe a psychological factor hopefully plays in their minds, so we get some sort of advantage in the title race. Yeah. Moving on from that, still kind of related to it being second string Arsenal team, we still didn't look that good, especially creating chances. I'm sure we didn't create that many chances. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Actually, we look at the highlights here and see, did we actually create all that much? So after watching the highlights there, it's clear to see that we didn't actually create that many chances, which is a problem that I've been saying for weeks now. Yeah, and a part of that factor is that three at the back system, I think, that we're still continuing to use. Cancelo going now means we're stuck for using that system, because Ake can't really play high and wide. It's going to have to be that back three, although at the end of the Arsenal game, we did play with a flat back four, which is promising, and I hope we stick with it with Kyle Walker right back, Ake as a proper left back. Not as a left back in a back three. Two centre backs in the middle. Laporte being one of them, he can play out from the back. Yeah, that's what I want to see moving forward. Even when Laporte came on, he helped create chances. Not create goal-scoring chances, but he just played the ball through the middle, through the lines, into Alvarez a couple of times for him to pop shot. No, maybe look. But when he came on, Laporte did that a few times, and it was good to see. It's what I want to see, really. Just, I wish we could have had Laporte and John Stones on at the same time. But maybe John Stones being injured is a blessing in disguise almost. The reintroduction of Aymeric Laporte has the injury to John Stones has maybe forced Pep's hand to bring in Laporte, and maybe Laporte can basically stake his claim, get a few games, and then look a lot happier in training if he's one of the players that haven't looked happy in training. So he's going to have to be forced into the 11 now. So that's maybe a silver lining to John Stones' injury. Laporte might get back in the team, which will help our chance creation moving forward. I'm damn sure about it. Nathan Ake, man of the match? No, actually, Stefan Ortega probably got man of the match. Nathan Ake, very solid, got the goal, kept Bukayo Saka locked up, who's been on a tear recently. Or this whole season. He's been one of the main men of the season. But Ake kept him on lock throughout the whole game. And as I said, he got his goal as well. He's very good at that left back spot now. I can see why Cancelo wasn't getting game time. Still annoyed Cancelo left though, because he's probably my favourite player. But yeah, Ake holding down that left spot well. He's proving his worth. He's proving why he's in the team. Proving why he's staying in the team. And long may it continue. As long as Ake is doing well, I don't mind him playing there. Although chance creation wise, that ain't a problem if he's scoring them. Who cares if he's not creating chances? If he's scoring them from left back, yeah, that's fine by me. It's the rest of the team's job to create chances, but yeah. Ake really is proving his worth. He's one of the standout players this season, really. He's one of those happy players that Pep likes. He doesn't complain when he's dropped. That's got something to do with his stature in the squad. Like a Laporte or Cancelo would have more of a reason to kick off. Ake is one of the... He came in as one of the lower ranked players, a 40 million sign from Bournemouth. You can see why. But he's proven his worth now. That's what I like to see. Keep it going, Nathan Ake, and you can stay in the team. So I've talked about two centre-backs there, Laporte and Nathan Ake performing well. And look what you know. We got a clean sheet. First reputable, I think that's the word, but first clean sheet that actually means something in a long time. Up against Arsenal. Yeah, clean sheet, that's good. Hopefully we can build on that against Spurs. We need clean sheets. This defence has kept a lot of clean sheets in the past, and something this season has just gone wrong. But clean sheets are a good base for us moving forward to get back on track, get scoring goals again. A clean sheet and that solid defence is a good platform. Yeah, if we keep those clean sheets going now, it's going to be promising looking forward, and that's what we all want to see. Especially with Diaz coming back in now, he'll only shore up that defence even more. Came at a good time as well, in a good game, which is promising moving forward. Like, Arsenal are a good team, they create a lot of chances. Does it have to do with Stefan Ortega being in goal, the fact that we kept a clean sheet? I think it does. I think Ederson concedes at least one in that game. I kind of want Ortega to get a run of games in the team, see how he does. He hasn't made any mistakes in the last couple of games. Maybe that one against Southampton, but that was just hopefully he learns from that. But yeah, kind of want Ortega in the team moving forward. Let's see if he gets any games. I doubt it, but Champions League is where he should be playing, because that's when shot stopping really comes into play. And do teams really press us in the Champions League? They've started, I don't know. My last point in the Arsenal game is it's promising that Pep is starting to reintroduce players going forward. The reintroduction of Laporte, forced or not forced it may be, it proves that he's not unwilling to throw them in when needed. Bernardo coming in for a good cameo. Mainly Kyle Walker coming in for a good cameo as well. That long out ball to him out on the right hand side was a lot more sure and secure than lumping it out to Mars on that side. Rico Lewis definitely couldn't do it on that side, but Kyle Walker's physical stature on that right hand side proving an out ball and proving that Pep is slowly but surely starting to reintroduce the maybe unhappy campers in the team, Bar Cancelo, because he's out the door now. He was very unhappy. He was kicking off. Kyle Walker is a different situation. He just wasn't getting game time, and he was unhappy at that, but he didn't kick off about it. But yeah, Pep bringing him back in, that's a good sign, and hopefully he gets in the team, because I just really don't think Rico Lewis is the answer. Plus, when we play Rico Lewis, he's not the answer at the moment anyway. Once he gets more confidence and actually starts to play ball rather than just laying it off to other players and being secure, and he doesn't have the physical stature or the physical attributes of Kyle Walker to deal with players. Plus, Kyle Walker can play wide out on that right. Rico Lewis has always played inverted beside Rodri, which forces Pep wants to do that, but we end up playing that 3-2 formation rather than a flat back four that we've seen at the end of the Arsenal game, which I prefer wholeheartedly. Yeah, Kyle Walker, I want him in that team moving forward. Alright, but the cameo from those three players, Laporte, Bernardo and Walker, shows that Pep is starting to slowly bring them back in, which is good sign moving forward. So yeah, that's the Arsenal part done. I'll go into the Spurs one now. No point doing a whole video because I did a Spurs review for the league game a week or two ago. So it's basically the same thing. To be fair, I got most of that 11 wrong anyway. The people I thought were going to come in didn't come in. They played a different midfield that I thought. I don't think Perisic started, or did he? Longley didn't start. I thought he would start, so yeah. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about with that Spurs side anyway, but this is a different game. Playing Spurs at their new stadium, a stadium we haven't scored in whatsoever. That's a bit mind-boggling. I told that to someone the other day, and they're like, what? I was like, yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, we need to be scoring at their stadium. We need to be hopefully we keep another clean sheet, keep the run going. This is a must-win game. But yeah, we do struggle at their stadium. The last win away, was that 2018-19 Mara's goal, when their pitch was torn up by the NFL like the week before or something like that. Was that their last win at their stadium? So yeah, because they got the new stadium in That was at Wembley, sorry. That wasn't even at that stadium, but that was away from home. That was our last one away from home against Spurs in 2019. But yeah, we're in need of a win. We need to keep hot in the tails of Arsenal, keep it going. So yeah, struggling at their stadium, and we're in a bad run of form as well. Going to their stadium where we haven't scored at is not ideal. We're not in a bad run of form, but season-wise we are. But we got 2 wins now, I think, against Wolves and Arsenal. Or did we get? Sorry, Spurs, Wolves and Arsenal. That's 3 games in a row we've won. Gotta make it 4. Is this the start of this winning run that we've all been waiting for, or that we usually always do? Starting 11, who gets in it? Cancelo's no longer here, so Ake is a nail on at left back. Does Kyle Walker come into the team at right back? Who plays at centre back? I'm pretty sure Laporte is almost nailed on. And either one of Akanji or Diaz. Does Diaz get back in the team? He's been back in the squad the last game day or 2 now, but hasn't got a starting berth. Does he get back in the team? Does Alvarez start? Or is he better off the bench? Who knows? Decision to make for Pep, because Alvarez has been playing fairly well recently. He was the man that came on and popped those shots from distance, one of which created the goal for Jack Grealish to get and lay off to Ake. Yeah, he seems like a bit of chaos. He's a good presser. He kind of deserves a spot in the team, but who do you drop? Do you drop Mars? He's been in decent form, although that's who he replaced, I'm pretty sure. Do you drop Grealish? He's been in good form. 5 goals and assists in his last 6, I think, or something like that. Got the assist against Arsenal. Do you bring Foden back into the fold? He's now returned from injury. Who do you replace him with? Can you really drop Kevin De Bruyne? Kevin De Bruyne's kind of been stinking it up for a while now. He got an assist against Arsenal. No, not against Arsenal, against United, but he seems slow and lethargic nowadays, and but Kevin De Bruyne is, you have to keep playing him, because even when he's bad, he'll produce moments of magic. Like against United, he wasn't great in that game, but got the assist. You got to play him into good form, because he'll just be bad, and all of a sudden he's good again, and it's kind of weird with how he performs. Yeah, so does Foden get back in? Does Alvarez get back in? Does Diaz get back in? Does Walker get back in? Does Ortega keep his place? That one I'm very doubtful of. I'm expecting Edison to come back in. Yeah, starting 11 will be interesting against Spurs, because it's another must-win game. Yeah, we want to keep this run going unbeaten. No, not even unbeaten. We have to keep this winning run going. We cannot be dropping points, because we have Arsenal coming up. We want to make sure the gap is as small as possible going into those Arsenal League games. 2 wins against London teams the last week or 2. Hopefully a 3rd one is coming up. A 3rd one is needed. That's for sure. But yeah, that's my London talk, Arsenal review, Spurs preview. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you make of the Arsenal game? Did you think we created enough chances? How do you think it'll go against Spurs? Do you think we'll win at their stadium? Do you think we'll even score at their stadium? Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.